Right, so a state of emergency has been declared on December the 30th, 2024 in the Republic Island of Trinidad and Tobago, right? So one of the key points coming out of the state of emergency, which is, right, not affecting commerce and all that, but really and truly the ability to go ahead and do searches, without a warrant and stuff like that, which is amazing, right? The downside to it, right, which hopefully, I don't know, right, it's highly unlikely, but I don't know if the place could surprise you a little bit, right, which is this. Advocates for Black, Hispanic and Native Indian men, women and children, right, because we are the disadvantaged or underprivileged in society, correct, right? The key aspect I would like to see taken under Commanding General Yahanna's advisement is what to do to prevent such things from going on, right? A lot of times it's more a reactive reaction or a reactive solution, so-called, rather than a proactive solution, right? There's something that I would have done, right? Of course, because I was trained, right, by the men above me to think in a more considerable way, right? So there's certain things that I would look at, and I'm definitely sure that they would as well, right? Would look at to prevent certain situations from arising in terms of all these illegal firearms that they're speaking about, right? Entering these ports, right? Because last time I checked, these men had no shipping companies and all of that, right? So, dog whistling here, right? Or forgive me, right? So for persons that attorneys, maybe paralegals or whatever the case is, in some type of legal atmosphere or arena, right? It may be a very good time to look at ways, right, that you can actually help your communities and all that, right? Under the advisement of Commanding General Yahanna, of course, right? So I just want to draw something to your attention if possible, because I highly doubt that men I highly doubt, right, that men that have the ability now to really go and do their jobs as circumspect as possible, right, may even try that, because they've been shut down so many times with regards to taking certain proactive measures, right? So with that said now, it might be a very good time now to really and truly look at ways now to see how you could channel some of that. Maybe you could advocate for talking to somebody, the local councillors, right, to see, okay, where it may have opportunities to get some funds directed to rehabilitation processes, right, and among other things, right, economic opportunities in the most basic form, right, based on the trades that these men could do and all of that, and where it may have a shortfall, right, in terms of limiting some of the right, limiting some of the imports that come into the country and all of that, or just some ways of sustaining a community, right? Very, very simple ways, right? Of course, I may not have all the knowledge and all the information and all of that, but some of the things that I've been taught to consider and try myself, right? And the men around us have tried that, I've seen, right, that works within our organization, which is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, right? So, all right, I ain't going to draw it on too long, but I would definitely like to see that. I'm going to tag up, put some hashtags in the post, right? I may be able to tag all the persons that maybe in law and all of that, right? But if you all know them, comment under that, and then we could probably exchange ideas, no problem like that. We could probably ask for an audience with you all and our leaders, right? And see what could happen, all right? And just look at ways that we might be able to have all the money in the world, but you all may have proper channels to have access to it, right? That we could implement certain things and help out the situation. Yeah, because we know what's going to happen, right? Whoever get pinned or whatever the case is, and all the criminal activity, comes to a halt for a certain time and all of that, right? Now what? Right? Because if there was an institution in place or something instituted that could relieve the amount of crime and dependence on drugs and gang warfare and all of that, I have not seen it much, right? If it really exists, because plenty of people like to say there's a lot of courses there, there's jobs here and there, but the place is difficult. Without innovation, nothing is going to change. Somebody has to see, okay, with the implementation of AI and all these different pieces of technology and all of that, it will have a certain negative impact for those who don't know how to utilize it. Yeah? And with that, we say shalom, right? Till next time.